Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Manifest Ruthlessly. Here we don't just dream, we do. We don't just plan, we execute. We don't just visualize, we build and expand. We don't just grow, we evolve. Baby, we don't just manifest, we move with clarity, act with courage, refuse to play small and disrupt any and everything that dims us. Shall I keep going or do you get the picture? Why? Because we show up like we mean it and we take up space like it's ours. Because at the end of the day, it is. So, how you doing? How your mom, sister, brother, cousin, daddy, auntie, uncle, granny? How them kids? How they doing? How's everybody physically, mentally, emotionally? How are you, most importantly? How are you, physically, mentally, emotionally? I don't never ask about financially. We all could use a couple extra dollars. But I know, you spend so much of your day checking in on everybody else's well-being. I just want to know, is somebody out there checking on you? And if they ain't, I'm checking on you. So how you doing? Now that we got all the niceties out the way. Today is a party. Today is a celebration. Somebody go ahead and cue up Mace. Welcome back. Because we are celebrating a return. Not the old you. Not the pre-broken down. Not the confused, lost, or unorganized you. But the real, the radiant, the still standing, the still moving, still finding, the hustler, the grinding, the version of you that's you right now. That's who we celebrating. Because you can't wait to the end to finally throw a party, to finally celebrate that you've made it. You got to have some time in between to actually celebrate your small wins as well as the big one, This episode and today is just for the version of you who forgot what it feels like to enjoy yourself. The person and version of you that's been on autopilot, who's been, like I said, grinding, healing, showing up, pushing through day after day. But they may not be living. Sometimes the journey gets so real, we forget how to be light. We forget how to smile without earning it. How to dance without needing a reason. And joy starts to feel like a reward for a future you instead of the you that's here right now breathing today. So all of that ends right now. This is your permission slip. This is your, I guess just notice. I think that's the best word to say. To stop waiting for the end goal, to reach the end of the line, to do all the celebrating, the congratulations, you rewarding yourself in the meantime, to stop doing all of that and to celebrate the fact that, hey, we've made it this far. To stop waiting until everything is perfect before you throw yourself a party in your own name. You don't need to be completely healed, to be completely fixed, finished, or flawless. You just need to be here, to be present right now. Because here is enough to honor. And if you are one of the ones that are still carrying guilt for enjoying yourself too soon before you hit the finish line, too loudly because you haven't reached whatever next goal or level that you want, this next part is for you. Some of us, if we're being honest, some of us are raised to believe that joy is earned, that rest is conditional, that the celebration only comes after the achievement. But to be clear, joy is not a luxury. It's an act of reclaiming. It's what reminds your nervous system that safety is possible. It's what tells your body, hey, we're not just surviving anymore. Joy isn't a portrayal of your healing. Joy is what makes the healing sustainable. So stop rationalizing it. Stop overthinking it. Stop waiting until the work is done to laugh, to dance, to dress up, to sleep in, to sing off key at the top of your lungs, or just to say, hell yes, to a moment that just feels good in the moment. Joy and happiness is not irresponsible. It's medicine. And you deserve a full dose. Okay, so now that we've unclenched a little bit, let's talk about reconnecting with the parts that know how to feel free, you know? For example, wear something bold for no reason at all. Like, no event is needed. Just do your own thing, be in your own moment. Make a playlist that matches how you currently feeling. Not something that's a mood booster or something that's like going, give you energy or vibe. No, just how are you feeling right now in that moment? Do something that's just fun. That just makes no damn sense, if we being honest. Go finger painting. Go learn a TikTok dance. Ain't nobody saying you gotta post it. If you want to post it, post it. If not, just go learn it. Draw and sketch a silly cartoon. It don't need to make sense. Just do something out of the ordinary. Revisit something you loved before life got too much or it got too heavy. Whether that was a TV show, a movie, an old song, a hobby of yours, pick back up that thing. And while you think about, okay, what things am I going to do? I do want to ask you a question. Because we can't celebrate the good and not acknowledge or work through the bad. I'm trying to think of a better way to put that, but that's just how it came out. So that's what we're going to go with. So I asked the question, what part of you have you been putting on hold until you get it together? And what would it look like if you let that version of you live today? Like, no censoring it, no disclaimers, just being honest and hearing her out. So think on that today. That's what I've been thinking on. Like, what if I just let her free? Instead of keeping her in the box, keeping her contained while I'm going through this journey in life, what if I just let her out, let her play for a little while? What does that look like? Our affirmation for today is, I do not have to wait until I arrive to be worth celebrating. The version of me that exists right now is worthy of joy, rest, expression, and love. I release the pressure to earn my happiness. I give myself permission to take up space loudly, proudly, and without apology. My laughter is sacred. My fun is necessary. My freedom is non-negotiable. This is my welcome back party, and I show up as me, and that in itself is enough. Last thing before we go, get on up out of here. I do have a challenge for you today, because I'm going to do it, so I like to share it. So, I like to know that I ain't alone in doing something. Today, I want you to do 3 things outside of thinking about, the question of what have you been putting off until you got everything, until the job is done, or until you've reached a point of success that you want. Like, what have you been putting off, and what does that version of you look like if you just let that person exist today? So, outside of that question, the 3 things that I want you to do today is throw yourself a celebration. Go get a cupcake. Have a dance break. If you drink, do a solo toast to yourself. It don't need to be big. It just needs to be intentional. Like, really celebrate you and all the achievements and the progress you've made up into this moment. Say whatever it is out loud that you're proud of, even if nobody is around. Yes, talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. You can tell yourself all the bad stuff and point out all the wrongs that you do. You can do all the negative self-talk starting back tomorrow. But today, talk to yourself. Um, Tell yourself how proud you are. If you want to look in the mirror while you do it, look in the mirror. If not, just tell yourself how beautiful you are, how proud of you, how far you came, of the things that you let go, of the things that you've worked through. And then make joy part of your daily routine. Not just an escape, but a requirement. Like, book it into your calendar if you have to. Really take the time to be like, hey, I am joyous because of this. I'm happy because of this. I'm going to take a minute to just sit and be happy with whatever I've accomplished today. Okay? That makes sense. I'm a little sleep deprived, so if I'm rambling, oh well. But other than that, that is all I have for y'all today. You know, this journey that we own, it is not about perfection. It is about alignment, though. One of my favorite things to say is the universe sends warnings before it sends breakthroughs. And God sends confirmation. And you know when you hear it. So pay attention. Heal fast. Stop making excuses for what you already know ain't working. And celebrate the version of you that has made it this far. Again, this is Manifest Ruthlessly, where elevation is personal and excuses don't stand a chance. We hold ourselves and each other accountable around here. The healing ain't cute, but the joy is loud. It is loud. We gonna celebrate ourselves. We're gonna celebrate each other. Good, bad, the ugly, and everything in between. On this journey to becoming who the hell we supposed to be. So, have a beautiful day, night, evening. I'm trying to shut my eyes and go to sleep. My voice is getting very raspy and very froggy. And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Hopefully I sound a little better. If not, you'll get this little raspy, froggy little voice all over again. So love y'all so much. Bye.